Hi there ladies, Manisha here, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm sharing with you the first of my Halloween designs for 2019. Hopefully I'm going to get time to do some more, but just don't hold your breath. I've just been really, pressed for time these days with other life things happening. I've got other things happening as well, so yeah, just don't seem to have enough time to get to my nail art, so I do apologize for that, but I'm trying to keep as consistent as possible and bring you something every couple of days. So first up I'm going to be using this beautiful sort of burnt orange color from Madame Glam. It's called Trick or Treat, and I'm going to be doing that on one of the nails, and then on all the other ones I'm going to use Comeback. Now this polish ended up being a one coater, so I did actually just do one coat of this on 4 of the nails, and I will do a second coat of Trick or Treat on the other one. So I've given them all a 30-second cure in the LED lamp, so this is just the second coat going on here. Now all the products that I showed you at the start that I'm using, I will list everything for you down in the description box below, as well as any direct links and things that I have for you too. So I'm just going to use a sponge. I'm going to be doing a bit of a gradient on a couple of the nails, so I'm just using the sponge to pick up the polish. And I wasn't actually happy with what little control I had with the sponge, so you're going to see that I do change it when I do the second layer. So I'm just kind of like just dabbing it on. You can see it's nice and easy to do, and once I'm happy with that, I'm just going to cure that in the lamp for 30 seconds. So now I'm back with a new sponge. So this one's a little bit smaller on the tip, so I thought about just have a little bit more control to be able to actually do a bit of a gradient. So it is a little bit of a slow process because these are just gel polishes, not gel paints or anything like that usually, which are a lot thicker. So I'm going to do about 3 or 4, I think I did about 4 layers of this in the end to get the opacity that I wanted, because I wanted a bit of a, really opaque on the tips there, and just going out to a nice fade to that lighter colour. And then that's the final cure I'm going to be doing for that one. So next up we're going to do some stamping. So as I mentioned before, it is a pumpkin design, so I've got this cute Halloween pumpkin here. I'm going to be picking that up with my stamper, and I'm going to be colouring in with a couple of the stamping polishes which I just showed you at the start. So I found the orange was really orange and the tan colour was really tan, so I've mixed the two together to kind of get something in between. So I'm going to be just using that to colour in with a dotting tool. You can use a small brush, a small detail brush if you've got one, but I just find the dotting tool seems to do a pretty good job. Just get that all coloured in. Now I'm going to colour in the stalk in black, so I'm just using a little bit of black. Now I did a bit of a faux pas, and you're going to see me when I turn this over, so I do end up redoing this off camera, and there you go, it fell out of the stamper and got stuck to my hand. What a pain. But anyway, all was not lost. I did just redo it and put it aside to dry off fully. So next up I'm going to be doing this pumpkin design here. So I've got a few different plates I'm using. This is a new one from Nicole Diary that I purchased, and I really liked the images on there. It's got some really cool Halloween images. Now because I've done these on nail tips, and the nail tip was a lot bigger than what my own nail would be, the image didn't actually cover the whole nail, so I've just come to the rescue with a little bit of the stamping polish and a sponge. And I'm just going to sponge that around the edge, as you can see here. Really nice and easy to do. It gives a little bit more of a spooky vibe to it too, I found. Anyway, so that's that nail done. I'm going to put that aside. Then I'm going to use the sort of tan coloured stamping polish to stamp on some pumpkins. Now again, I had the same issue. The image wasn't big enough, so what I'm doing is just cleaning off that top part and restamping one of the pumpkins just off camera. I'm sorry I didn't film that part, but that's just one way you can kind of save something. If your nails are a lot longer than what the image is, you can kind of just add to it. So I pop that pumpkin decal over the top. Next I'm going to do a little bit of a gradient or an ombre with this image here. So this is off a Born Pretty store plate. and I'm just using those 3 stamping polishes that I'm using for the rest of the nail. So this gives you a lot of continuity and brings the whole design together, especially when you're using lots of different colours. It just gives you a nice kind of, you know, like the nails all end up matching, even though the images are all quite different. So same issue again with this image, it was way bigger than the nail tip I was using. So I'm just going to do the same thing I did with that other nail and just use that black stamping polish. You could have used one of the other colours for this one, and it probably could have, would have looked probably a little bit better. The black was quite harsh, but anyway, it did give a nice spooky vibe to it in the end. I'm just going to add a little bit more around that area there where I felt like it had some missing bits, and then just put that one aside to dry as well. Moving on to yet another plate. This is an old Cici and Sisi plate that I bought last year, and unfortunately that company doesn't seem to be operating anymore, so these acrylic plates that they have aren't up for sale. So if I do hear of anything or any more updates from them, I'll let you know, but I did drop them an email a while back and I haven't heard from them. So yeah, it doesn't look like you can get them anymore, but I did manage to grab quite a few at a really good discounted price, so that was quite good, and they got loads of Halloween ones. So I've just cleaned off the unwanted parts with a bit of polish remover, because this is on a gel polish at the end of the day and you can do that. And I felt like I needed to add something more to this nail, so I'm just using some more of that cream stamping polish with my dotting tool and making it look more like bunting. And then there was a little bit of a gap at the top, so I'm just using the sponge to close up that gap. I thought if I used the brush it would have made it too white or too, you know, too bright, and the sponge kind of made it look more like what the stamped image looked like. Then I'm just adding some more dots with the brighter orange, the KADS stamping orange, and I'm just going to be you know, filling in the rest of the nail. And then I thought I'd add a couple of black stripes. I felt like I needed some black on this nail to tie in with the other ones, so I'm just using a striper brush, sorry, should I say, and just adding a couple of stripes there just on the edge of that bunting image, and along the I felt like it needed something at the top as well, so I just sort of went ahead and added something to the top of it. I mean, this is purely optional, you don't have to you know, make it so elaborate if you don't want to. You know, the great thing about stamping is you can put your own spin on things and you know, completely change the look of an image and customize it to what you're wanting to do. So because that last nail there has just already got a gradient, I thought it would be nice just to stamp something straight up in black. So I'm just going to be picking up this image here, which is off yet another plate. I've used quite a few plates in this design, I've realised. And now again, the image didn't quite cover the whole of the nail, so I'm just going to be picking up that last row of faces and then stamping that just there at the top of the nail. You can just see it's just saved it. You can't even tell that I've actually added anything extra in it. Funny thing was, it ended up looking a bit like leopard print, that last nail, for some reason. It was a bit funny. I looked at it after and I was like, oh my gosh, it looks like a leopard print nail. Maybe I've got animal print nails on my mind at the moment, because I've been really enjoying wearing leopard print nails lately. I've done a few and I've never even took photos. I do apologise, I could have shared them on Instagram, but yeah, I've been doing a few different ones and it's been lots of fun. So anyway, I've just top coated those, cured them in the lamp, and here's the final design. So lots and lots of fun. These I've done as part of Madam Glam's Madam Glam Boo, which is a hashtag they've got running at the moment, which is just sort of Halloween designs done with their gel polishes. So I do hope you ladies have enjoyed what I've done here. Let me know your thoughts and comments on Halloween nails. Do you tend to wear them? I don't tend to wear them personally, but I do like to do them for you know, collabs and things like that. Leave me a like if you've enjoyed the video, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I do hope to see you in the next one. Apart from that, ladies, have a great day wherever you are. Bye for now.